What's up guys, Shane Stars here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Switchbot Outdoor Spotlight camera. This is a 1080p camera from Switchbot. You may know Switchbot as the company who makes all of your dumb products smart with their robots. Today we're going to be taking a look at their outdoor security camera. Big shout outs to Switchbot for sponsoring this video. Let's go ahead and get started. First up, let's go ahead and get these out of the box and see what all we're working with here. Front and center we have both the camera and the mounting bracket. So that's pretty cool. Most of the time, whenever you have an outdoor camera, you have to like unscrew the camera. It's kind of difficult. I love how you can just pop that in and out of the mount. That's going to make this super easy for whenever we need to recharge the battery. Taking a closer look at the camera really quickly, we have our 1080p lens. We have two LED lights here for full color night vision. And then we've got our sensors and stuff here as well. You've also got a microphone and speaker here for two-way communication. This does have a mount, so if you wanted to mount this in a different type of mount, or if you already have cameras, you've got another mount already mounted, you can use this to mount those with a different mount. And then on the back here, you've got a USB-C charging port, and you have a micro SD card slot. This supports up to 256 gigabytes of storage. You don't have to use their cloud storage. You can actually just use local storage with an SD card. Also like how they have two different access ports, so if you'll be using this with a solar panel, you still get your water resistance here with the seal. Let's continue unboxing and see what else this comes with. You have a USB-C charge cable. We've got all the various equipment that you'll need for getting the camera mounted outside. They've even included a template, that way you know exactly where your screw holes go. And then we have our user manual and contact card. All right, next up, let's go ahead and get this set up with the application. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Switchbot application. If you don't already have it, you will need to register an account really quickly, and then I'm going to click on the plus button. You'll notice right down here there is a little on-off switch, so we'll go ahead and switch it on. Alright, now that this is turned on, it does show the outdoor spotlight, so we'll go ahead and turn that on. We have the flashing red light, so we'll select flashing red. This does mention that 2.4 gigahertz is supported, 5 gigahertz is not, so you may have to split your router between 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. That is something definitely worth mentioning. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect this to Wi-Fi. Now that we're connected to Wi-Fi, we're gonna scan the QR code on the phone. Okay, so I heard a prompt tone. We're now flashing green, so we'll select next. Okay, so I got a tone here. I know that I'm connected to Wi-Fi with the green light there on the camera. Here you can name the camera and pick a room. I'm gonna call this backyard. So I've got a specific place in mind where I want to mount this. Okay, we're all up to date, so we'll go ahead and click finish, and we can click on the camera. Setup and installation on this camera was super easy. After setting it up within the application, it took me about 5 minutes to get this placed outdoors. They give you a little sticky pad. I was able to just stick that to my vinyl and then screw the mount into that sticky plate, and then the camera just pops right into the mount. You don't have to screw it in or anything like that. Then you're able to rotate the camera to get the perfect angle. And like I said, setup time was about 5 minutes. Super easy, super simple. They do also include some hardware in case you want to install this on wood or brick. You can do that as well. The sticky mount was definitely a great option for me. The video quality on these cameras was excellent. So this is a 1080p camera, and it works well whether you're in a daylight scenario or even at nighttime. The daylight images that I was able to capture are super detailed, super crisp with lots of resolution. Colors look good, and they do a great job of capturing whoever's coming by the camera. Even at nighttime, I was able to get really good video out of these cameras with both the infrared night vision and also the spotlight color vision at nighttime. Either way, in a low light and dark situations, you're still gonna get great video out of this camera. The motion detection and motion activation was also really good on these cameras. You can set these to record when motion is detected. You're also gonna get a notification to your push notifications on your cell phone. You can set this up to notify you via email, and you can even have this to produce an alarm sound when motion has been detected. One thing that does stand out about the motion detection is that it can determine whether there's a human or a pet present. This means you're only going to be notified when humans or pets are detected. You don't have to worry about your phone ringing off the hook all day long. long just because a leaf is falling or a bird has flown through the frame or something like that. You're only going to get notified when there's actually a human or a pet detected if you enable that feature. These cameras also feature an industry-leading 10,000 milliamp hour battery. Most cameras out on the market have about a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, so you're going to get an extended battery life on these cameras. You'll only need to charge these once every several months. With Switchbot's solar panel, you can get endless battery life for the Spotlight camera. All you need is a few hours of sunlight to top off the battery on your Switchbot cameras. The solar panel is super easy to install, and you just plug it into the back of the camera. These are IP55 weather resistant, so you don't have to worry about rain, and they're easily adjustable so you can get the perfect angle to capture the most sunlight. The cameras also offer two-way communication with the built-in microphone and also a speaker. If someone approaches the camera, you can talk to them via the application on your cell phone. They do have a cloud storage option, so if you don't have a micro SD card, you can utilize that cloud storage. The cloud storage protects your personal information. It is encrypted, so you don't have to worry about anyone being able to access your video files. One thing that I really do like about these cameras is they do have a micro SD card slot, and they support micro SD cards up to 256 gigabytes. So you don't have to pay for the cloud service if you don't want it. You can just purchase a micro SD card and put that in the camera. That way you'll be able to view all of your historic events. These are also weather resistant, so even if it rains outside or if it gets snowy or really cold or really hot, you don't have to worry. These cameras are protected from the elements. Another standout feature here is the fact that these are part of the Switchbot ecosystem, so you can pair these up with other products from Switchbot. One cool scenario is if it does detect motion, you could have it to turn on a light switch in the house. That way if there's an intruder, a light switch turns on. It will give them the impression that someone's home. You can also have this to sync up with your Switchbot curtains so that if motion's detected, your curtains open, the light turns on, intruders are alerted that somebody's home. So I do love the fact that this does have that Switchbot integration. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features here within the app. Expand the screen here and you can see a little bit better. This is a really clear 1080p resolution video. In fact, I'll turn off my studio lights here so we can see. That's a very sharp image. That looks really, really good. You can pause it in real time. You can take a screenshot, you can record, you can do two-way communication right here from the app, and I'm very impressed. It's very low light in here. The only light is from some windows behind me. The blinds are closed, and then a computer monitor in front of me. That's great low light performance. That looks really, really good. We do have a few options here within the app. If your Wi-Fi signal is a little weaker and you're not getting a steady stream, you can switch to standard definition. You can unmute that. That way you can actually hear what's going on. Okay, and then you also have a multi-view, so you can actually add all your cameras. So if you have multiple cameras, you can add them to the multi-view and see them all at once. I really like that feature as well. You've also got your history events for the day listed right here. So anytime it's detected human motion, you'll see it right there. Also notice that we have a few more options here. You've got the privacy mode, so you can turn the camera off right there from within the app. You can sound the alarm. You can also turn the spotlight on. So if you need to get a better view of something, you can go ahead and turn that spotlight on, or maybe you just need some light in that area, you can turn the spotlight on. You can turn night vision on or off automatically here. You can turn this totally off, totally on, or set it to auto so that way it activates when it's dark. And then you have your motion detection. You can turn that on and off there as well. If we go into our settings, you've got your privacy mode, so you can actually turn these off. If you're using these indoors or something like that, maybe you don't need it turned on while you're home, you can turn on the privacy mode. Okay, here you can choose to turn on or off motion detection. You can set detection zones. You can set the sensitivity, and then you can tell it what you want it to detect. If you want it to detect humans and pets only, that's a great way to eliminate some of the unnecessary and excessive notifications that you may get if you are detecting all motion. You can also set up a detection sound alarm. All right, you do have options here for cloud storage. One thing that I love about these, they do include local storage options. These support up to a 256 gigabyte SD card. So you don't have to pay for the cloud storage, but if you prefer, you can do that as well. That cloud storage is encrypted, so you don't have to worry about your privacy or anything like that. There are some other basic settings here. Indicator light, power mode, night vision, video display, and talk volume. You can choose if you want to add email alerts there as well, and you can add up to 10 emails. So if there has been, so if you want to add other people that don't have the application that can also get motion tracking alerts, you can add their emails here. That's a neat feature. Overall, this is a great 1080p security camera option at the price point. I'll be sure to include links in the description of where you can pick this up for yourself. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.